Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today we have the answers for Q&A number 6. So 2 days ago on Tuesday, I posted a video where you guys could ask me basically any questions that you had for me, and I ended up getting a lot more questions than I had expected, so I'm going to kind of go through the questions faster than I had liked, only because I got so many. I don't want this video to be too long, which I already think it's going to be really long. So without further ado, I'm going to jump right into it. So the first question is from Fat Cat Powerhouse 107, and his question is, what would you think of a Meow Mix monster truck? Now, I don't know exactly what that means. I'm pretty sure that Meow Mix is like a type of cat food, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So I don't know exactly what you mean by that, but if you mean like a monster truck that's like cat themed, I think that would be pretty cool. There already has been some in the past, like, you know, Prowler and Predator and Pouncer, so that would be pretty cool if they had a cat monster truck. The next question, or there's actually two questions from Jake Hillad. His first question is, when is your next show? Now, I was actually planning on going to Philly, which was supposed to be this Saturday, but obviously that is not happening anymore because of the coronavirus. So since that is out of the question now, because that show was canceled, the next show that I had planned was June 13th in East Rutherford. As of now, they have not yet canceled that show, but they've already canceled one in Maryland. I don't know what city, but I know it was somewhere in Maryland the week before that, so it's only a matter of time before that gets canceled. Then after that, I guess my next show is probably not going to be until 2021, unfortunately, because of the whole coronavirus thing. And his next question is, what is your favorite monster truck of all time? I'd say of all time, it is Maximum Destruction. Currently, it is Max D, but I would say Maximum Destruction because my first show that I ever went to was in 2012, and Maximum Destruction was there with Tom Mentz, and ever since that show, I've been a huge Maximum Destruction and now Max D fan ever since it changed from Maximum Destruction to Max D. So the next questions, two questions from Dr. Pepper. What is your favorite NFL team? It is the Buffalo Bills. I'm actually a huge football fan. For those of you that don't know, my whole wall in my room is covered with football stuff, so I am a huge football fan, and my favorite team is the Buffalo Bills, and my favorite player has got to be Josh Allen. There's a few players on the Bills that are right up there. I like all of them, obviously, but a few that are right up towards the top, but I'd say my number one favorite is probably Josh Allen. It was Zay Jones until he got traded to the Raiders. Anyways, the next questions are from Monster Jam Fan 0311. His first question is, what is your favorite Hot Wheels Monster Jam truck of all time? This is actually a tough question because Hot Wheels made trucks for almost 20 years, like 18, 19 years. Hot Wheels Monster Jam was producing the truck, so there is a ton of trucks that I could choose from. I don't really know if I have one favorite. There's so many to pick from, I guess. Man, I don't know, maybe Exterminator. That's always been one of my favorites because it was just so rare, and I actually got it. I was one of the first people to ever get Exterminator, so I'd put that one right at the top of the list. Then the second question is, are you going to get the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile? That was the truck that Hot Wheels Monster Trucks just recently released, and yes, I am going to get that. Once I find it in stores, I will definitely buy that. So the next four questions are from Curry Gaming. His first question is, what Spin Master Monster Jam trucks are you excited for this year? Now, there's definitely a lot of them, but to narrow it down just to a few, I'd say the top two that I am most excited for are definitely Black Pearl and Wolf's Head. I think the Split Paint Job Bounty Hunter is also really close to the top. I'm really excited for that one as well. And then obviously the ride trucks, Gravedigger and BKT, and the other couple that are being released this year. I'm super excited for those. His next question is, what trucks do you want Spin Master to make next year? That is a good question. There's a lot of them. I wish that they could make a Lucas Oil Crusader, but that's probably not going to happen. Same with Mad Scientist, because those trucks are retired now. But I think Crusader's retired, isn't it? I think after 2020, I'm pretty sure Crusader's retiring, so I don't know if they're going to make those two trucks. Probably not, but some others that I'd like to see them make, obviously I would love to see them make Monster Energy, but we all know it's not going to happen because of copyright issues and stuff like that, but that would be really cool if they could make Monster Energy. Another one that I would really be looking forward to is, if they could make it, is Kraken. Kraken would be a cool one. Same with Hooked. I don't know if Hooked will ever come out because it never came out in Hot Wheels, so I don't know if Spin Master has the rights to make that truck either, but those would be a few cool ones. His next question is, should Hot Wheels make Snakebite for their Hot Wheels Monster Truck series? I think they should. I mean, they've made a whole bunch of different Bigfoots now, so I think it's only a matter of time before they make Snakebite. And then his final question is, what is your favorite brand of monster truck diecast? Is it Hot Wheels Monster Jam, Hot Wheels Monster Trucks, or Spin Master? I would say it is definitely Spin Master on the detail they have put into those trucks, and it's only been just over a year that Spin Master has been producing the trucks. I would say it's definitely them. So the next question is from the Fortnite Kid. He says, if you could pick one truck to drive, what would it be? I think it would definitely be Max D. Like I said before, I'm a huge Max D fan. That is my favorite truck, so I'd say it's definitely Max D. The next question from Chase Smith. What do you think would be a good idea for Spin Master chase pieces in 2021? And thank you for subscribing to my channel. No problem, man. And I don't really know what the chase pieces could be. Obviously, in 2019, they were the training trucks, and then this year they are the ride trucks. I don't really know yet because I don't even have a single ride truck yet because Gravedigger came out in Mix 10, but those have been not really released in stores yet. Definitely the date on releasing them, I believe, has been pushed back because of the coronavirus. So I don't know what I want the chase piece to be next year. I still have to see what the ride trucks are like. So the next question is, what is your favorite NHL team? That is from John Cadeau, by the way. My favorite NHL team is probably the Buffalo Sabres. I'm not really a big hockey fan, but if I had to have a favorite team, it would be the Sabres. So the next question is from the Cameron9785. He says, what is your list of the most underrated Monster Jam drivers? Then he gave me a list of 10 of his favorite, or of his list of like his most underrated drivers. But if I was to just pick a couple, one that I would definitely put on there for sure is Cody Saucier. I don't know why. Same with Cam McQueen, actually. Cody Saucier and Cam McQueen. It seems like those two guys are always like put in the arena shows, and I think definitely they should be in stadiums. So I'd say Cody Saucier and Cam McQueen are two that would be at the top of that list probably. The next question is from that one guy. He said, Todd LeDuc said there are only going to be 6 drivers that will compete in the first Monster Jam event when they are back from the coronavirus. So which drivers do you think they will be? Now, I think that definitely depends on if it is a stadium or an arena. But if it's a stadium, I would say a prediction, not like my dream lineup, but a prediction, I would say they'll probably have, if it's a stadium, I would say probably Adam Anderson, Neil Elliott, and Max D. So Adam Anderson and Gravedigger, Neil Elliott and Max D. Maybe Bryce Kenny and Mohawk Warriors, Scott Buteau and Iso Toro Loco. What's that? 4, I think. And then maybe Cody Saucier and Monster Energy. And then, I don't know, maybe they could throw in, maybe Son of a Digger. I don't know if I said Ryan Anderson and Son of a Digger yet. Maybe that would be the last one. I don't really know. Maybe they'd throw in one like Scott Hartsock and Slinger if that was to be a realistic lineup. That would be my prediction. So the next question is from Monster Jam Dallas. He says, what do you like to do for fun besides sign-up series? I do play video games a lot. I play... I'm mostly into sports video games, specifically Madden and NASCAR, so those are the two video games I play the most. So I'd say video games is definitely what I like to do other than sign-up series, I guess. The next questions here are from the Myth Gamer. He says, what is your favorite food? I'd say it's definitely pizza. Have you ever heard of ERB? No, I have not. I don't know what that is. Do you watch WWE? No, I don't, but I do know a little bit about it because a lot of people in the Monster Jam community are big WWE fans, and I have been to a couple of WWE shows before, so I do know a little bit about it, but I wouldn't say that I'm a big fan. Then the final question is favorite truck from Mix 11. Off the top of my head, I don't really know the trucks that are in Mix 11. I know that's bad, but Mix 10 hasn't even hit stores yet, so I don't know off the top of my head which trucks are in Mix 11. I believe the ride truck BKT, I think, is in it, so that's the only one I can think of off the top of my head, so I'd say probably that one for now is the one that I'm looking forward to the most. But the next question is from Oppie the Space Scooter. He says, will you ever do another point series? I think he means a points competition, and yeah, I definitely could consider it. If enough people want me to do another points competition, I definitely could consider doing that, so we'll see what the future holds. The only problem is when I do that, I don't like to do sign-up series at the same time, so then it holds back on the sign-up series, so I don't know, we'll see. The next questions here are from Dolores Simmons. He says, what is your favorite Fire and Ice, Series 3 or 1? I think he means the singles, like which singles do I like better, the Mix 1 or Mix 3? I would say probably the Mix 1, only because I don't know, the Mix 3 ones are very cool as well, but I'd say probably the Mix 1 just because they had more trucks, I think because Mix 3 only has 4 trucks, so I'd say probably Mix 1 I would say, between the two. The next question is, when is the sign-up series? The event will be out tomorrow, so stay tuned. I'm super excited. I'm going to be filming it as well, so I haven't even filmed it yet. I'm going to be filming it later today as well, so I'm super excited to do that. The next question, have you ever been to any Monster Jam shows have you been to any Monster Jam shows this year? Unfortunately, no, I have not. I had planned on going to Philadelphia, like I said, which was literally supposed to be on Saturday, but obviously that's not happening anymore because of the coronavirus. And then again, East Rutherford, still up in question, but probably is not going to happen. The next question, do you watch any TV shows? And if so, what is your favorite one? Surprisingly, I actually am not really huge into TV. I don't really watch TV that much, but if I had to pick a favorite TV show, I guess... most of the things that I watch on TV are like sports, like football, basketball, NASCAR, and then also Monster Jam when it's on. So I don't really know what my favorite TV show is, but my favorite things to watch on TV are definitely sports. And then the final question from Dolores Simmons is, what are you getting for Easter this year? I don't even know if my family is going to even be celebrating Easter. With the whole coronavirus thing, I don't know if we're going to have a family gathering like we usually do because of the coronavirus, so I guess we'll wait and see if I even get anything for Easter. I don't really know, so I guess I'll have to wait and see. The next question is from Max Up Gear Up. He says, what is your least favorite Spin Master truck? And then he gave me 4 to pick from. Chrome Gravedigger, Gold Max D, Green Jester, and Bounty Hunter. All 4 of those are 4 great trucks, but I might have to say Gold Max D. Well, actually, I don't know, because the top 3 trucks don't even really run anymore. Gravedigger Chrome hasn't ran in a couple years. Same with Max D Gold and Jester Green. So I don't really know. It's definitely not Bounty Hunter, because Bounty Hunter still competes today, obviously. I don't know. Maybe Chrome Gravedigger. I don't know. That's a hard one to pick, but I would have to say Chrome Gravedigger as my final answer, actually. The next question from Monster Jam Mayhem, how many trucks do you have, and will you do hangout streams again? Those are his 2 questions. The answer to the first question, how many trucks do I have just over 800, I believe, with Spin Master, Hot Wheels Monster Trucks, and Hot Wheels Monster Jam. The grand total is just above 800. And then will I ever do hangout streams again? Unfortunately, last year, I think it was either July 1st or August 1st of 2019, Google Hangouts actually took away live streaming. I did do a final live stream. If you go back to last summer, I did do a huge final live stream, so... unfortunately, I can never do them anymore unless they bring it back. I wish they did, because I really do miss doing those live streams. It was pretty fun. But unfortunately, I don't think I will ever be able to do them again because YouTube and Hangouts took away the live streaming feature. The next question from Wolfie Productions 98, which truck has won the most sign-up series on my channel? That's actually a very good question. Now, after sign-up series 200, which we are still 11 sign-up series away, but after sign-up series 200, I'm going to be making a video going over all of the past champions from Series 1 to 200. I'll go through all the past champions, and then I will let you guys know who has the most wins, like which drivers have the most wins, and then which trucks have the most wins. But I don't know right now because I haven't counted them up yet, but I think some that are towards the top, obviously it's not any Spin Master or Hot Wheels Monster Trucks, because those have only been in my sign-up series for the last 15 or 20 series, because like the first 160 was just Hot Wheels Monster Jam. But I think the 3... in no particular order, I think the 3 Hot Wheels Monster Jam trucks with the most wins are probably X-Ray Prowler, Black Captain's Curse, and the 2014 Obsessed. Those 3 trucks were very good in my sign-up series and were always at the top and always winning. So I'd say it's probably those 3, but I don't know which one has the most. The next question from Monster Jam Freaks, what is your favorite Spin Master truck? That is a good question. I know they've only been, like I said, making trucks for not even a year and a half yet. Technically 10 mixes now. But I don't know what my favorite is. There's a lot to choose from. Like I said, even though it's only been 9 or 10 mixes, there's a lot to choose from. Man, I don't know what my favorite is. I mean... when Mix 1 came out, I was a big fan of Pirate's Curse and Megalodon, because like the designs that were put into those trucks were amazing. Like the shapes of the body that they had to go into designing. I mean, I know it's kind of basic, but maybe Pirate's Curse or Megalodon I'd say is my favorite Spin Master truck. I'm not sure. That's probably wrong, but I'm just trying to think off the top of my head. I mean, some of the Fire and Ice trucks are very cool as well. I mean, Whiplash is a nice one. Even though it's W. I mean, if it was the regular Whiplash, that would be even better. But the Whiplash is pretty cool. I'm trying to think of more off the top of my head. I know right now I can't really think. There's probably others that I'd put more towards the top of that list, but I can't really think right now off the top of my head. So the next question is from Jagged Cake Minecraft and Lego. He says, have you ever been to Texas? No, I have not. The next question is from Rosalinda Ruiz. She says, how many countries have you been to? I've actually never been outside of the United States, so America, the United States, is the only country that I've ever been to. The next 7 questions are from Nick Spangler. His first question is, what are your favorite Fire and Ice trucks? Oof. Oh, by the way, who was it that asked my favorite Spin Master truck? Monster Jam Freaks. I just thought Bakugan Dragonoid would definitely be my favorite. I knew there was one big Spin Master truck that I couldn't think of, but yes, definitely Bakugan Dragonoid is probably my number 1 favorite. I apologize that I forgot about that. I knew there was one truck that I was forgetting. So Nick Spangler, what is your favorite Fire and Ice trucks? Oh boy, that's a tough one. I mean, my number 1 favorite might be the Ice Dragonoid, because I really do like Dragonoid. It's one of my favorite trucks. A great design. I love Dragonoid. So maybe the Ice Dragonoid. I don't know. It's a tough question to answer. There's a lot of good ones out there. Like I said, I'm a big Max D fan, so Fire Max D would probably be towards the top of that list as well. So the next question is, what do you think of the NFL expanding the playoffs by 2 teams? Because if you guys don't know, the NFL playoffs usually has 12 teams, but they are now expanding it to 14. I think that is good. I think that was a good decision by the NFL. I think that definitely is going to give some more teams a chance to make the playoffs, and I think that is a lot more fair, because most sports leagues have about half their teams make the playoffs, and the NFL only having 12 is definitely way lower than half, so I think that was a good decision. The next question, this is a long one. He says, what do you think of the 7 Monster Jam Tour champions this year since they ended early? The rest of the events are rescheduled for later, therefore the tours should not be over. They should have waited till the last show of each tour to crown the winner, even though there's no World Finals. It should be rescheduled, but I understand with the coronavirus pandemic. So yeah, what do I think of these 7 Monster Jam Tour champions? Now, off the top of my head, I believe all of them are either drivers of Gravedigger, Max D, or Monster Energy, which, I mean, it seems like it's always Gravedigger, Max D, Monster Energy, Son of a Digger that always wins. So, I mean, I kind of expected it. There wasn't really any surprise tour winners, I guess. So that's really my thoughts on that. And then he says, what is your thoughts on the coronavirus and how bad is it where you're at? Obviously, my thoughts on the coronavirus, I think it's really bad and definitely not a good thing. Everything just being shut down and this whole quarantine and social distancing, it's good that we're social distancing and quarantining because it should help the spread of the virus definitely slow down. But overall, I definitely think the coronavirus is a very bad thing, and really people have not seen anything like it before, so definitely an interesting thing, definitely not good. How bad is it where I am? I live in New York, but I don't live in the city, because New York, I believe, has the most cases out of any state in the United States, but the area in New York that I live in doesn't have it as bad, so it's still bad, but not as bad as New York City. Then he says, hope you and your family are doing well and stay safe. Thanks, man. You too. We are doing pretty good right now. No one that I know in my family or anything like that has gotten the virus, thank God. So the next question, do you agree with the World Finals freestyle winners? Do you mean all time, or do you mean, because obviously the World Finals is not happening this year? If you mean of all time, I'd say, yeah, some of them definitely questionable with the whole fan judging thing. But for the most part, I do agree with the majority of them. Who do you think should have won each World Finals freestyle? I would answer that, but there's been 20 World Finals, and I'm not going to go through 1 through 20 only because this video is already very long, and I'm trying to hurry this up, so I apologize I'm going through these quick, but I don't really have time to answer that right now. And then, which retired monster trucks do you miss or wish would come back? Man, I don't know. There's a lot. The superhero trucks I wish would come back. That would be pretty cool to see them come back. But I'd say Bulldozer is another one I'd like to see come back. Definitely Mad Scientist. I do miss Mad Scientist. Crusader, if it is true that Luke Soil Crusader is retiring, I would say that as well. So, yeah, those are his questions. The next ones are from Shane Lacardi, and he actually asked me 14 questions, and we're already very far into this video, so I'm going to answer these questions very quickly. His first one, what kind of music do you listen to? Hip-hop and rap, those are my favorite. His second question, do you watch UFC? No, I do not. I did watch it when I was younger, but I don't really watch it anymore. His third question, would you choose WWE or UFC? I would say I mean, that's a tough question. I would say maybe UFC, only because it's actually real and WWE is scripted, although WWE is pretty cool too, so I don't really know. That's definitely a hard choice. Number 4, would you choose Monster Jam or dirt bike racing? Definitely Monster Jam. Do you know these 13 YouTubers? The Angry Grandpa Show, Mind of Rez, Morgs, Chills, Super Mario Logan, Llama Arts, Wansi Entertainment, Kid Behind the Camera, Beast Mode, No Life Shack, J Stu Studios, Boogie 2988, and McJuggernuggets. I have heard of probably like half of those before, but the only one that I've ever really watched is actually McJuggernuggets. I used to watch him, but not really anymore because I think he retired or something, or he went over to some other app, Fire or something like that. The next question: if you listen to rap music, do you know these 5 rappers? Logic, Tech 9, Eminem, Ritz, and Token. I've actually only heard of Logic and Eminem, of those 5. The next question: if you watch UFC, who are your top 5 favorite fighters? Again, I haven't watched it in a long time, so I don't really know any UFC fighters off the top of my head. Number 8, would you choose NBA or NFL? Those are actually 2 of my favorite sports that are not motorsports, but I would definitely choose NFL over NBA. I'm a huge NFL fan, like I said before. His next question: do you know any competitive eaters like Furious Pete, Matt Stone, Badlands Chugs, Steve Hendry, etc.? I do know Furious Pete, but he's the only one that I've heard of out of those people. Number 10, do you have any pets? Yes, I do. I have 1 cat. Number 11, out of all the training trucks that you have, which one is your favorite? That's a tough question. Maybe Megalodon. I really like the rims on Megalodon. Like the aqua blue looks really cool, so I don't know. It's tough. I like all of them, but I'd say maybe Megalodon is my favorite. Then he says, which comedians would you choose as your favorite? And then he gave me a list of like 10 different comedians. The only ones I've heard of out of this list are Kevin Hart, Steve Harvey, and Robin Williams, so I guess those would be my favorite 3. Number 13, do you know these 11 YouTubers? I'm not going to read them all off because that's just way too many, but the ones that I know, I'll just say the ones that I know. Race Grooves, Ghost Jerker, I've heard of Morgs, Markiplier I've heard of, and then I think that's it. So Race Grooves and Ghost Jerker would be my 2 favorite out of those. And then his last question: which of these 7 movies do you like more? Just reading through them really quick. I don't really know. I don't think I've heard of any of those before. Like I said, I don't really watch TV or movies that often, so I don't really know. We're already very far into this video, so I'm going to try to hurry this up. I apologize. I've been trying to answer these questions as fast as I can. Blakester Miniman, which monster truck or trucks do you like that you don't have toys of them yet? From Spin Master, the only 2 trucks that I still need from 2019 are the Training Trucks Dragon and Sparkle Smash, so I'd say probably those 2 are my 2 favorite Spin Masters that have been released that I do not have yet. Weston Racing TV, if you got to create a Spin Master case with 8 trucks, what would the case be? Now, if this would be like a dream case with any trucks that I could pick, I would probably go with Monster Energy, Kraken, Hooked, I guess Lucas Oil Crusader, Mad Scientist. That's 5. I think I would have to say probably Bro Camino as 7. And then my 8th and final one, I'd probably have to go with Saigon Shaker. I might have forgot some that they've not made yet that are definitely like big name trucks, but I'd say those would be the 8 that I can think of right now off the top of my head. The next question from your friend Teddy, he said, how did you get started in Monster Jam? Back in 2012, it was January of 2012. I went to my first ever show. It was an arena show in Rochester, New York, and ever since then I just fell in love with it. Again, like I said, Tom Menson, Maximum Destruction, was there even though it was an arena. He actually was competing. That was 8 years ago now, and I've been a fan ever since for 8 years strong. And then, so the next question from Ice Storm, who is your favorite NASCAR driver? It is Kyle Busch. I've been a huge Kyle Busch fan for as long as I can remember. The next 3 questions are from SportsFan09. His first question is, what is your favorite Monster Jam era? And I've only really been watching it since 2012, so I don't really know exactly what it was like before then, only because I wasn't watching it then. But I have watched some old videos, obviously, of things that have happened in the past. But I'd say my favorite era was probably like the early 2010s when they had the crush cars and everything. I'd say that is probably my favorite. His next question, do you think I might have sign-up series potential in the future? If you mean competing in my sign-up series, yeah, you definitely could. Just sign up and you never know if you could win or not, so I guess you'll have to wait and see. And then his final question, who is your favorite NASCAR driver? Ice Storm asked the same question, and the answer is Kyle Busch, like I said before. The next question from Nathan Salter, I just want to know, when did you start liking Monster Jam? Again, probably 2012, I would say, because that's when I went to my first ever show. The next two questions from Orlando Armendariz. He says, can you do a Monster Jam 164 scale collection video? I'm thinking about doing that this summer. I haven't done one in probably two or 3 years now. It has been a long time, so I probably will be doing one within the next few months, I hope. I have over 800 trucks, like I said before, so I'll do the best that I can. And this next question is, do you want to sign up for my sign-up series? Sure. Just give me any truck, and that will be okay with me. I'd love to compete in your sign-up series. So, yeah, the next couple of questions here. We have another one from Dolores Simmons. He says, what is your favorite Hot Wheels Monster trucks from this year? And my favorite out of the WWE trucks. My favorite out of the WWE trucks might have to be the Braun Strowman or the Jeff Hardy. I'd say those are two of my favorites. And then my favorite Hot Wheels Monster trucks, like, out of all of them, probably the Bigfoots, because Bigfoot we've always wanted in diecast form forever, and they finally did it, so I'd say probably the Bigfoots. Now, the final two questions are from Mario Minecraft. He says, what is your favorite college football team? It is the Nebraska Cornhuskers. My dad grew up in Nebraska until he was like 16 or 17, so he's been a huge Nebraska Cornhuskers fan because he also likes football, so I also have been a huge Nebraska fan for as long as I can remember. I also do like Syracuse and Buffalo. Those are my second and third favorite teams. And then what is my most hated college football team? I have two. Ohio State and Alabama are my two most hated teams. I cannot stand them. Alabama because they win too much, and then Ohio State because they also win too much, and I'm a fan of Nebraska, which Nebraska and Ohio State are rivals because they're both in the Big Ten. So Alabama and Ohio State, I'd say, are my two most hated. So yeah, guys, those are all of the questions. Now, I am recording this the day before I'm uploading it, so if you guys have asked any questions since then, I do apologize for not answering them, but this video was even longer than I had expected, so I apologize that it was so long. And if you guys watched from beginning to end, I really do appreciate it. So thank you guys so much for watching. My voice is kind of hoarse now from talking for almost a half hour straight, so thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are new to my channel, make sure you guys do subscribe. Also, leave a like on the video, turn on post notifications, and then comment anything you have to say. And again, like I said before, the event should be out tomorrow for sign-up series 189. And I'll see you guys next time.